Well, hello again, everyone. Time for another edition of Daniel TV, or DTV, as some tackers calls it. And this week we will be looking at the song Skittle Road. Skittle Road that was selected by Roger Say and DDL. And I have a little story about Skittle Road, mostly about the title. And it goes like this. Skittle Road began as a little, while I was practicing something, I don't know when, but it is around a D chord. And probably could be while I was noodling around, I don't know, maybe it was Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. And I came up with that little thing around the D chord that goes like this. Only this, something very basic, almost naive thing, little song. But it came out in my mind, it came to my mind that it was like a skiffle genre. A skiffle is a genre of music that was very popular in England in the 50s. And I heard of that probably through a documentary about the Beatles. When they were saying that the Beatles grew up in England, and there was the skiffle genre was very popular at that time, and they would say also that the Quarrymen before the Beatles were a skiffle group. So, and I don't know why. I said to myself, this is a skiffle song, but I mistaken the word skiffle with skittle at the time. Now I know it is skiffle, but when I tried to find a title to that song, I came with Skittle, the candy, Skittle. So when I recorded that song, I had almost finished the song, and my son came to my house, my son that you saw in a previous video, and I said to him, "Hey, listen to the song I'm about to finish," to have also his comments, because he can tell me, oh, the drum is not there, or guitar too loud, or so. He listened to the song, and he told me, "Hey, it's like we're going on a road trip somewhere." And okay. So I listened to the song again, and I said, "Oh, okay, you're right." So I will call the song Skittle Road, because it has that sense of going on a road somewhere. So I had almost finished the song, and I said, okay, it would be Skittle Road. So just by curiosity, I went on Google to see, oh, is there a song called Skittle Road? So I typed Skittle Road, and it didn't find a song, but the result was a news and the news was titled Skittle Road. So I look at that, and what happened? It was in Wisconsin. There was a farmer there that was giving Skittle to his cow. I don't know. He was buying some Skittle to add Skittle to the meal of the cow. So he was saying that it was adding some protein. I don't know. And he was buying some overstock from the company that were making Skittle, and I think he was buying the Skittle that has some problem with it, because on every Skittle you have an S that is stem on the Skittle. So and probably they had some rejects, so where Skittle have nowhere, so they go in a bin somewhere, and that farmer was buying those stock to give to the cow. And one day, and that news is not is fairly recent. It is in the beginning of 2017. And one morning, a truck was delivering the Skittle, and I think there was some ice on the road, so the truck lost his I don't know, the box or the bin of Skittle, and the Skittle were spilled on the road. So, and there was a Skittle Road there. So a fact that really happened. So when I read that, I'd say, oh, it's funny to have titled my song Skittle Road. And it gave me an idea that the song, it gave me a story for the song. And the song goes like this. The story behind the song would go like this. So you go on a road, and then you suddenly you're caught up in a cloud or of dust or a kind of twister, and then you come out of that twister, and then you are in the Skittle land, and the road is covered with Skittle, a little bit like the Wizard of Oz with the yellow brick road. So and you are in that Skittle land, and then you at the end of the song you come out of that land. So in the song, the first verse you go on the road, and then I have a little I do a little kind of solo there, and I've doubled the track. So I play somewhere here, and I double the track with an octave above. So it sounds like a little bit like a mandolin. So that's where the twister or you're inside the twister, and then you find yourself in the Skittle land. And then I have a virtual instrument, and the preset was string and angel. So it's like you are in the Skittle heaven somewhere. So that's the idea of the song that you will hear in the finished song. So the song goes like this. I will play it a little bit here, and you will hear in the final project you will hear what I mean with the mandolin type sound. Okay. Here comes the twister part. Skittle Heaven. So that's a little bit of the song, and it's only an extract of the song. So you will hear the whole version and the final version in the link below. So that was Skittle Road for this week. Next week we will be looking at Latino genre. That was selected by Kurt G. So see you next week for Latino genre. Bye bye.